Hi there, Virgo. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're prepared for the new moon, and thank you for all of the likes and shares and subscribes. You guys were the second top viewed videos of the last 2 weeks. So I hope you're enjoying your January. I know I have, because I'm a Capricorn. It's been my birthday and it was awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading. So for those of you who are brand new, the first position is your recent past. This is the first time I've ever shuffled that a card didn't come out right away. What is the past for Virgo? We have the Eight of Cups. The second position is your present. What is the present? The Emperor. Someone's in boss mode. Maybe being a little ego driven. What is the third position is your blockage. Blockage for Virgo. The Knight of Cups. The fourth position is your message from Spirit. What is the message from Spirit? What is the message from Spirit? The King of Wands. And what is the potential outcome? The Ace of Wands. Very nice. Bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance card. So, patience. Patience. The Temperance card also talks about alchemy, and she has 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water. She has the water going back and forth. See? Between those 2 cups, trying to get the perfect mix to create something new. But the Temperance card talks about patience and being able to control our temper and control our emotions and control our thoughts, and to temper our overreactions to things. So in the recent past, we have the Eight of Cups. That's someone walking away to find their 2 cups, their 10 of Cups, looking for fulfillment. Now that's 8 cups. That's a lot to walk away from. In your current situation, we have the Emperor, and the Emperor talks about not just being a king, but ruling an entire empire. So he's all of the kings tied up in one. Now, the Emperor can also be an egotistical, ego-driven type of card. Some of you might be dealing with an Aries. In this card, he has what looks like a ram on his chest. So it always makes me think of Aries. But a good emperor makes the best decision for all involved, right? And what's blocking you, what's your current blockage, is this Knight of Cups. This is a message of love. Now, it's either a message that has come in, or it's a message that you're sending out. We don't really know. I do feel like some of you might have some misinformation or misguided intentions And I'm getting that because of the little angel playing music in his ear there. So, for whatever that's worth. Then your message from Spirit is the King of Wands. Right? This king is fiery, he's passionate. He can also be a zealot. So, but he's a king of action, and he's inspiring for the people that are around him. Your potential outcome is the Ace of Wands, which is beautiful. So this is the beginning of a creative endeavor. So let's get some clarifiers, shall we? And sorry if you can hear people talking in the background. My neighbor's been partying. And that is the air conditioner, which is also quite loud. And I live in Florida, so it's always running. We have the Eight of Swords in the upright. That's 2 eights. That's pretty significant. We have that Prince of Cups again. One more. We have one more for the Eight of Cups. And the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. So someone's trapped in whatever this offer was, but they're walking away from the heartache. There is, because these two are in the upright, there's still this kind of being stuck in your own head about whatever this offer was that came in. You might have even walked away from it. But someone's looking back. Please clarify the Emperor. We have the Sun card in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. The bottom of the deck, we have the Devil card in reverse. So that talks about either someone walked away from a toxic situation, a toxic relationship, but again, there's looking back on this unhappy and projecting one image, but really there's something else going on underneath the surface. I feel like someone is locked into this image. Let's get one more, shall we? Please clarify. Please clarify. Please clarify. The Six of Cups. Yep. Someone is locked into some sort of mental image from the past. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So going from the 8 to the 9. Could be that you quit drinking or someone around you quit drinking. All right. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. For my vivacious Virgos. The Temperance card. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. The Princess of Pentacles. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. And the Two of Swords. The bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So again, it's, you know, Knights are about movement, they're about offers. And with this Temperance card, being able to temper whatever this is, this offer is what is blocking you. There was a message here, the Princess of Pentacles, it's the Page of Pentacles, you know, it's there was some sort of small offer, some sort of small message. But what's blocking you is letting go of whatever this ideal is. The Two of Swords in reverse means making a decision, putting down the swords, taking off the blindfold, and moving through. It's making a decision. But it's almost like you put something out there and then someone's just waiting for it to be delivered to them on a platter. And as much as that idea is great, and can happen to a small degree, you know, the universe requires us to take action on our hopes and dreams and our wants and desires. If you want those things to manifest, you know, working through integrity and through honesty and through our heart space will help them manifest faster. With this Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, this means letting go of and moving past and ending some sort of incredibly painful, dark situation. Please clarify the King of Wands. We have fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Please clarify the King of Wands. The Three of Cups. And the Three of Wands in reverse. 2 3s, 2 8s. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which is interesting because right here we have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, and then 2 3s, clarifying a king. So being independent, letting go of some sort of expectation of this control. And I heard being fluid. So, you know, the king of fire, the king of wands here in this particular deck always makes me think of someone who is angry and, you know, bringing destruction in their wake. And you know, you have to think about exactly what it is that you're bringing destruction to, right? So whatever this is letting go of an expectation and just enjoying the independence and the community, the support of friends, and, you know, it doesn't need to be, I heard hellfire and brimstone, right? So let's look at this Ace of Wands. It's the Tower in reverse. The Five of Pentacles. Please clarify this Ace of Wands. The Six of Wands in the upright. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. The bottom of the deck, we have the Death card in the upright. So, there's something here that you have time to plan for. It is an opportunity. It's an opportunity in disguise. For some of you, this is like moving. But it will bring in a victory. And move into this letting go of this Ten of Swords, right? Letting it end. Letting it transmute. And letting it become something beautiful. Right? This King of Cups just underneath that Death card. That talks about being emotionally balanced. The Prince of Cups, you know, he's a prince. He's a knight. He's not a king. And the King of Wands, you know, if it's not balanced in anything that you do, if there's not balance, it's not going to work out in the best ways for anybody. All of this, right, talks about tempering our emotions, tempering our thoughts, tempering our heartache, tempering our ego, you know, tempering our passions. Because if, I mean, fire is a useful tool, but if it's out of control, it's destructive, right? Okay, let's... So at the bottom of the deck, this is the Spirit Animal Oracle. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Elephant Spirit, learn from the past. And what came out is Groundhog Spirit. Now it did come out in reverse, but it says time to let go. And then I'm going to pull a Mystical Shaman Oracle card. What are the final messages for my beautiful Virgos? What are the final messages for my beautiful Virgos? What are the final messages for my beautiful Virgos? Final message for my beautiful Virgos. Thank you. Wild Woman, number 62. At the bottom of the deck was the Sorcerer. This card talks about your intentions. All right. Number 62, that's an 8. Let's start with the Groundhog Spirit. Number 31, that's a 4 for those of you who like numerology. 4 is about foundations and stability and building and working and growing. All right. It's about solidarity. Okay. Endings lead to beginnings, and death is a part of life. So Groundhog Spirit is here to let you know that it is time to accept the natural ending of something that is no longer serving you. We love to hold on to what is familiar, but the new needs space to arrive so growth can occur. When Groundhog Spirit appears, it is a sign there is something in your present situation that you need to let go of so that something new can be born, something that will far better serve you now. When the groundhog sees his shadow, he retreats to his den. So too might you yearn for a little more time to say goodbye and transition into the new. However, change is coming and it is good, so let go of your resistance. Spring brings many blessings, and what must die will always be reborn in a new form that will be right for you. Life requires change and detachment. Say farewell to whatever once served you and get ready for something amazing to take its place. Spirit is already sending it your way. The protection message. Have you been relentless in your efforts to revive something that has passed its prime and needs to die away? A situation, a relationship, a belief, a habit that served you once but no longer fills you with vitality? Perhaps you automatically expect to see the world through a specific lens based on the familiar. Groundhog Spirit has appeared to let you know it's time to accept that the past is the past. So allow yourself to feel the loss and grieve it if you need to. Any sadness will not last forever or overwhelm you. Knowing Spirit is with you and wants you to experience joy and excitement again will help you through this transition from the old to the new. Keep your eyes open, for winter always gives way to spring, and endings always give birth to beginnings. For now, let yourself feel your emotions, releasing them to make way for the joy that awaits you. Spring and new growth are on their way, for that is Spirit's promise to you. I love that card. Love it, love it, love it. Number 62. I believe this card was in Libra as well, so you may want to watch that one. When the wild woman dances into your reading, she reminds you of the essence of authenticity and freedom. Divested of all social constraints and cultural conformity, the wild woman holds up a mirror to your essential self, the true essence of who you are and who you're meant to become. She is a reminder of the bright light within each of us that gets dimmed by the restrictions imposed upon us by the expectations of society. She reminds us that in order to be fully present to life, we must uncover that light and let it shine brightly, regardless of the perceived consequences. When the wild woman comes to dance in your reading, you're invited to shine brightly and to know that your true self is being called out to engage the world. This is a symbol that your long-held dream is beginning to take root and wants to be expressed. Your authentic self doesn't fit in a box. It needs the freedom to shine. It's time to have the courage and step into the light. The wild woman says, shine brightly, dance with abandon, be yourself, and let the Great Spirit decide what happens. You'll be happy you did. The medicine. Excess for its own sake is a sign of imbalance. This is a warning that you may be trapped in obsessive thinking or behavior, looking for release in places that will never provide it. Let go, lest you become like the hungry ghosts of Chinese Buddhist lore that can never be fulfilled. True release comes from trusting the fluidity of life, understanding that just as a river needs its banks to flow through, so too do you need boundaries around your thinking and behavior. Now is the time to simplify, be mindful, and connect to the light within. Very, very nice, Virgo. Very nice. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. I thank you all so much for joining me, and I love you. Good night. Bye.